one of the things that Think and Grow Rich taught me that I took on board for a long, long time is that when they say it is not about knowledge. Knowledge is free for everybody. We are in an era now of information overload. And that got me to a thinking of, well, if all this knowledge is available, then why do people bother to even do anything at all? Because everything's so accessible. What is it that you can offer a person? What is it that you can give? What is a product that isn't highly competitive, et cetera, et cetera? And one of the things that I've realised is, and it works beautifully for me, is that now with a lot of the changes that have come about due to the external circumstances of nature with COVID and climate change, all of it brings me to a point whereby the one thing that works is that everybody, every human being always welcomes, desires and requires love and uplifting. What has that got to do with knowledge? Everything. Because when you follow through the process of coming to understand that I can do this, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I wouldn't have a clue. I don't know exactly when but I'm going to do it. That now brings up trust and faith. A trust and faith, not only in myself, I'm going to do it, but a trust and faith that universally I will be supported, and supported by an energy that is in and around everywhere that will always put me or have me in a place of feeling, I'm saying the word feeling with an emphasis, of feeling great about everything that I do and appreciative that I can. But what has that got to do with anything? I've got a radio station. I've never had a radio station before in my life. I have 20 presenters on board. Those presenters, I don't tell them what to do. I don't tell them when to do it. It's their radio station. The only requirement to be a presenter on the radio station is that you love what you do and that you enjoy what you do, and nothing else matters because the rest just comes. So I've got broadcasters there that have never presented or broadcasted before in their life. And within 2 weeks, they're up and running and doing a show. And it all comes back down to one thing. The trust and the faith that I have in a radio station that I took on as a challenge, as a joke, an absolute joke. A dear friend of mine in the UK. I was at the time 67 years old. And when he said start a radio station on the New South Wales Central Coast, and I have never, ever had anything to do with radio, I laughed at him and said, "You've got to be kidding me, don't you? Where do you get off?" And he said, "You will love it. You'll enjoy it. It's right up your alley." Now, I've known this young man 30, 40 years. We have done a lot of work together. And it only took me a few minutes and I said, "You're on. I'll take it on." And he coupled that with, "I'll give you all the support that you need, any questions that you have, and off you go." I haven't looked back. Now, I had no knowledge, but the knowledge came with every single step that I took to build this thing. When you need it, it comes. And it'll come through a phone call. It'll come through a person. Also, when he said to me, "You're going to need at least 30 to 40 presenters," I laughed at him and I said, "What? You're kidding me, aren't you? Where the hell and how the hell am I going to get all these people to broadcast on a radio station when I haven't got the first idea of what I'm doing?" He said, "You watch, they'll come. They'll just come." And that's exactly what happened. I didn't have to do any big advertising or big promotions or campaigns, or all I did was I just put up on Facebook one day and said, "I need some presenters for a radio station. If you're interested, contact me." Well, oh my goodness. And here they are. Why I'm telling you all this is because that's the very thing that Think and Go Rich is talking about. It's about a belief in ourselves. It's about believing that together with the universe, we can do, be, and have anything, and to never stray away from it. I stray away from it far too often for my own good, but I always jump back in. I mean, that's my dedication to myself and getting there in the end. And I have to do some work towards that. That's where Think and Grow Rich is just invaluable, totally invaluable. And that's what it gave me. It actually gave me that. It gave me that night to jump in, see Tony Robbins, go for a job and get the job confidently, because I knew like I knew. Where did that knowing come from? I don't know. I have no idea. How did I know I was going to get that job? The minute I saw it, I said, I'm getting that job. And I started on the Monday. Applied for it on a Saturday, of all things. I was lucky enough there was somebody in the office. That's Think and Grow Rich.